Good evening. My name is Rabbi Shimon Newman. I'm the Menahel of the Eitz Chaim Spring Farm campus. B'Reshus Harabanim, past Menalim, ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to welcome you here tonight and hope you will enjoy our program. On behalf of Eitz Chaim and the Kerzner family, we welcome you to the Kerzner Family Memorial Lecture, dedicated by Mr. Michael Kerzner in loving memory of his grandparents Sam and Sarah Kerzner and his uncle Mr. Joseph Kerzner. Mr. Joe Kerzner sponsored this lecture for many years, and now his nephew Michael has taken the mantle and graciously sponsored this year's lecture. This is just one of the many things that the Kerzner family has done for the city over the years, and for Eitz Chaim in particular. Mr. Kerzner has a warm, special place in his heart for Eitz Chaim because his grandparents, Sam and Sarah Kerzner, were one of the founding families of Eitz Chaim. Remember, this was at the height of the Depression, and there was also much anti-Semitism and Jewish sentiment in Toronto. The Kerzners were from the pioneers supporting Jewish education in early Jewish Toronto. They came from the town of Stopness, Poland, lived down the block from Eitz Chaim on D'Arcy Street, and became involved with the school. These lectures are a tremendous merit as a chus in loving memory, Le'iloi L'zecher Nishmasam. At this time of the year, Chodesh Tishrei, this is one of the ways that Eitz Chaim Schools gives back to the community. Eitz Chaim is honored to have with us tonight Rabbi Pesach Krohn, renowned author of the Maggid series of books, and one of the leading speakers in the Jewish world today. Thank you to Mr. Shaul and Mrs. Rochi Anisfeld for hosting Rabbi Krohn. This year we have made a change. Instead of ordering CDs, the recording will be available on Kosher Tube. If you would like to receive information on how to receive this audio, please sign in if you haven't done so already at the end of the evening. Recordings of Rabbi Krohn's previous lectures and as well as his books are available in the lobby after the lecture. There is a minhag to say Tehillim here at all the Kerzner lectures. So I'd like to ask Rabbi Yuval Kerneman, Menahel of the Eitz Chaim Viewmont campus, to lead us. Please remember to return the Tehillim to the boxes in the lobby after the lecture. After we recite Tehillim, Mr. Eitan Lerner, co-president of our executive board, will say a few words. Rabbi Kerneman.
We'll be saying Prakim Kuf Lamed and Kuf Mem Beis. Shir Hamalois Mimamakim Karasicha Adonai Adonai Shima V'Kaili Tieno Aznacha Kashuvois HaKol Tachanunoi Im Avoinoi Sishmayo Adonai Mi Amoid Ki himecha aslicha leman teverei Ki visi Adonai ki v'so nafshi v'lidvaroi haichalti Nafshi l'Adonai mishomerim laboiker shomerim laboiker Yachel Yisrael al Adonai ki im Adonai chesed v'habei moi fadus Vehu yiftes Yisrael mekoil avonosov. Maskil David v'Yisrael v'Amoros efilo. Koili el Adonai ezah, koili el Adonai eschanon. Esh poich lefonav sichi, tzarasi lefonav agid. Behi satef alai ruchi ve'ata yodata nesivorsi bo'yarzu alech tam nofach li. Habeit yamin urei ve'en li makir avad monois mimeni ein doresh lenafshi. זועקתי אליך אדוני אמרתי אתה מחסי חלקי בארץ החיים הקשיב אל רינוסי כי דלויסי מאוד הצילני מרדפי כי ימצאו ממני הויציאה ממסגר נפשי לא ידעי שמך ביחתי וצדקים כי סיגמל אלוהי אחינו כל בית ישראל אנוסונים בצרה ובשבייה עומדים בין בים ובין ביבשה המוקים ירחם עליהם ויוצאים מצרה לברכה ומאפלה לאוירה ומשיבו לגאולה השתה בגולה בזמן קריב ונעימה אמן.
This time I call upon Mr. Eitan Lerner. Please, a quick announcement. To save anyone from embarrassment, please turn your cell phones to silent or to vibrate or off, please.
Thank you, Rabbi Newman, esteemed Rabbanim, Kerzner family, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everybody, for coming out here this evening. Can't hear me? Thank you, everybody, for coming out here this evening. We appreciate it. We have Rabbi Pesach Kron, who's here to speak and address the Kahal this evening. So I don't want to take up too much time, but I'd be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity on behalf of the Eitz Chaim schools to thank the Kerzner family on behalf of the entire Eitz Chaim school. The Kerzner family has a special place in the heart of Eitz Chaim. Mr. Joe Kerzner had a special place in his heart for Eitz Chaim for many, many years. The entire Kerzner family feels a certain bond and connection with Eitz Chaim. We share that bond, that common bond, and we would like to take this opportunity to wish you a happy and healthy Shana Tova, Gmar Chatima Tova. May the neshama of Mr. Joe Kerzner be a melitz yosher for all of us, and especially for his entire family. Thank you very much for your continued support. Mr. Michael Kerzner, please come up here so we can present you with a small gift as a small token of our appreciation. Thank you.
Barshusa Rabbanim, I would be remiss if I didn't correct one error that was said earlier on. Actually, it was my uncle who provided for this lecture before he passed away early this year. Each year, and Gloria will attest to it, Gloria Silver, that as soon as one lecture is over, we already try to book the next year's lecture. So actually, he had provided for this, and I thought, especially on Erev Yom Kippur, I should correct the record straight. The Sam and Sarah Kerzner Memorial Lectures here at Eitz Chaim were endowed by my late uncle Joe Kerzner almost 20 years ago at the behest of his very good friend Kurt Rothschild. He did so because he wanted to leave a lasting legacy on the values that his parents taught him and his siblings, what we call the three pillars of Yiddishkeit: Torah, Avodah, and Gemilut Chasadim. My grandparents, Sam and Sarah Kerzner, were products of their own times. They were humble and unassuming people who believed in part that a person does not always have to be in the limelight, nor need recognition for something that they were intrinsically responsible for. And they raised their 7 children modestly in Toronto at 116 Dewborn Avenue. And I'm very pleased tonight that my father, Max Kerzner, is here, and my son, Aaron Kerzner, is here, and my wife, Rochelle Kerzner, is here, so we can be part of this lecture. Earlier this morning, our family gathered together as we unveiled a mitzvah in memory of my late uncle, Joe Kerzner, Zichronon Livracha. It is in these precious times, during the 10-day period, the Aseres Yemei Tshuva, when we ask Hashem for forgiveness for our shortcomings, and that we should refocus our effort on the potential that lies within us. My uncle saw himself simply as a good person, who not only wanted to do good himself, but that we should see the goodness in each other. For our family, and especially this year, the absence of my uncle is very bittersweet. We knew how much he loved Eitz Chaim, and especially this lecture series. So I thought for a minute I would share a few of his own words that he gave here actually on May the 6th, 1999, when he introduced the lecture series, the Sam and Sarah Kerzner Annual Lectures. And he said, "For my late parents of blessed memory, one of the most important commandments, and to be of the highest priority, is contained in verse 35 of this week's Torah portion, Behar, which is not this week, but it was in May of 1999, which read, V'hi yamuch achicha umata yado imach v'chazakta bo. If your brother becomes impoverished and his means falter in your proximity, you shall strengthen him. My father, as he referred to his own father, Sam Kersner, as president of the Stubnitzer's Hilfsverein, used this biblical commandment during the height of the 1930s depression in his annual fundraising message to raise funds so that the needy people would not be forgotten in Poland. It was a means of not only providing food and clothing, but also strengthening their faith in Torah and the Jewish traditions. And so it was fitting and proper that my late parents were part of a group of founders of Eitz Chaim that included the Korolnik and Tenenbaum families. My late parents were devoted to the need of our Jewish children to receive a most intensive training in Torah studies. And we return to the commandment, V'chazakta bo, and you shall strengthen them. This must be our clarion call to provide the financial and physical means so that Eitz Chaim schools will continue to be the preeminent educational institution for Torah studies into the 21st century as envisioned by my parents, Sam and Sarah Kersner, and other founders of Eitz Chaim. Let us all emulate their good deeds, and may their memories continue to be for a blessing. Amen. On this note, I would welcome Rabbi Pesach Krohn to address us.
I'm deeply grateful to the Kersner family for having invited me once again to come to speak to you at such an important time of the Jewish year. Like so many of you who had the schus and had the merit to know Joe, I really miss him. Every single time he saw me, there was always a warm smile, a warm embrace, and then he would whisper in my ear, "You're a better speaker than Bill Clinton." To him, that was the greatest compliment. And it's such an honor to see his family. And as his nephew just said, it's a great schus for his neshama right before Yom Kippur that we should get together and talk about the ideals of what Sam and Sarah lived for, what Eitz Chaim personifies in Toronto, and what all of us are supposed to become as we prepare for the holiest day of the year. I must thank Gloria Silver for making all the arrangements. She really deserves a round of applause for everything that she goes through. I thank the Annisfeld family, the Westbrook family, the Weiberg family, all these wonderful friends who always make me feel so comfortable when I come here.